Welcome back to another technical analysis. I'm Steven, and you're at Cannin.com, the place for fundamental and technical analysis of cannabis and hemp stocks. This week we're taking a deep dive into Weed Inc. Their ticker is BUDZ. Check out our fundamental where we dive into a little bit about their business plan, some of the weaknesses in the financials, what they're up to, and see what you can learn about BUDZ. It's quite a catchy ticker, so they get a lot of play. But are they strong or are they not? Let's jump over to the pricing chart this week and see what we can see. You'll see we're looking at Weed Inc. on the OTC. They trade on the pink. We're using our Hakanashi, and again, the ticker is BUDZ. And I'm just going to zoom out real quick. Look at this downward trend. They had some positive press back in December 2017. They actually hit $13, $14, and then look at this trend, down, 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 down. We're currently just above $1. So what volatility for this stock in just over a year, unbelievable. This week we're going to revisit a couple of envelope channels that we've looked at previously, Bollinger Bands and Keltner channels. And I'm just going to make the Bollinger Bands visible first because it's very interesting. You can see again that the center line in Bollinger Bands is always the exponential moving average, and you can see that's coming down. And then we have built in two standard deviations, which is what this 2 is, above and below. So two standard deviations away are our upper and lower lines. So one of the really basic ways to interpret Bollinger Bands is when price bounces off either the upper or the lower line, you might want to get into the play. So really easy to interpret there. But look what happens here with BUDZ. We have this downward trend really hugging the two standard deviation lower line, and then a big upward swing. We see this again here in October, big upward swing. We see it again in December, big upward swing. And right now, look what's happening in early March. We see this hugging and then the beginnings of maybe an upward swing. So one way to interpret these is once you see these downward swings really hugging the lower standard deviation line, the very next time you see an upward candle or an upward candlestick, get into the trade and see what happens. In this scenario, we have 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4 periods where we can have nice gains. And now I'm going to close that, and I'm going to open up the Keltner channels. And look what happens with the Keltner channels. Again, we're looking at 20 periods. You remember that the center line here is slightly different. It's the high plus the low plus the closing price divided by 3. So it's kind of a modified moving average. And then we're set by the highs minus the lows on the upper and lower channel. So you can see that it's a tighter envelope channel and a little more price responsive. But look what happens in these same periods. Down, actually outside of the envelope, which is a strong buy, right? This is pretty oversold right here. And then it comes back in, actually surpasses the upward envelope, and then moves on. So look at these same periods we were looking at before. On that first green channel or candlestick, there's a lot of profit to take. Here again, we're below the Keltner channel. Boom, profit to take. Below the Keltner channel again, below the Keltner channel again. So both of these are envelope indicators, and obviously you would want to combine them with a momentum indicator and some of your other indicators of choice. But they're both telling us the same thing, at least on these oversold periods. Take advantage of these envelope channels. They're really strong mathematically and really easy to see, especially with BUDZ. So let's watch what happens here in March. We're going to expect this price to bump up above the middle line for both of these envelopes. So above this exponential moving average, back on the Bollinger Band channels now, and see if we can take our profit when it's there. So thanks a lot. Pay attention to BUDZ. It's an interesting stock, maybe for some of the wrong reasons. But that's why we're here. We're here to make money. It doesn't matter what the stock or the company is doing because we're here for the technicals. So thank you very much. Let's keep learning and keep staying tuned to Cannin.com for more technical analyses.